All right, so those were the big stories this morning, of course, but our continued focus remains on the big election results. West Bengal continues to be a crucial battlefield that the entire country is witnessing. And as far as early trends are concerned, we know right now that the BJP is leading slightly as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned. They are at 100. Is what we knew last time around when the numbers came in. But remember, these are very, very early trends. Too difficult to say anything at the moment. A couple of hours more and we'll have some sort of clarity coming in. There you have it, the TMC having 100 and the BJP at 148, of course, is something that has been predicted. But let's wait and watch how these numbers come in. Let me quickly go across to our correspondent on ground, Dharamjot Kaur. She's joining us and getting us the latest from West Bengal. Dharamjot, there is, of course, a sense of excitement, a sense of what is going to be happening this morning and through the day. First, quickly give us a sense of what you're seeing around you, the counting underway, early trends coming in. One of the most crucial seats, Bhawanipur constituency, is seeing, as far as at least early trends are concerned, Shubhendu Adhikari leading from there and Mamata Banerjee trailing.
Well, absolutely. So far, even though it's a very, very early trend and nothing can be said, it looks like a repeat of 2021. But that was a different seat altogether when Mamata Banerjee had contested from Nandigram in the last election. And now she returned to her usual seat in Bhawanipur. But the early trends not really going in her favor. Of course, there's still like thousands of votes left to be counted on that front. So clearly those numbers are anything but accurate at this point. However, not a very good start for the TMC, a slightly better start for the BJP that anyway is looking to make a mark in this election for the first time ever in West Bengal and actually claim power in the state. Again, whether or not that happens is the big question mark, and I think that's something we'll find out in about a few hours from now. But so far, Shreya, all quiet on the eastern front. I've been outside the Nehraji Indoor Stadium since early hours. Very, very well organized in terms of keeping security in check, in terms of monitoring movement. No private vehicles are being allowed in the area. The entire stadium has been blockaded from different points. I was at a different entry point altogether an hour back. I'm at a different one right now. All of it, the entire circumference has been blockaded to ensure that there's no untoward incident, that there's no movement that isn't required. Only elected representatives, election commission representatives, observers, and the party workers who have their cards with them to access this particular area, those are the only people who are being allowed inside. But having said that, it's expected that the speed and the momentum and the reactions will pick up as the day progresses. We were already seeing visuals of sweets being prepared at BJP headquarters in different states and union territories where the elections are being held. And whether or not that sweet is something that they end up distributing, we'll find out in a few hours.
Yeah, early distributions of sweets are always to be looked at with a lot of caution, Dharamjot. We've seen that in our earlier coverages as well, that, just celebrating too early can come and bite back. But let me quickly go over to what we picked up in terms of, and I'm just informing our audiences, initially it's the postal ballots which are counted. So it's just been 1 hour since the counting has begun. This is not going to be the final. It's not particular, and it's not essential to know that this is what the final figures will look like, but that's what the initial counting looks like. So after about, I think, Shreya, another hour or so, we'll start to learn what the real trend is going to be. But as of now, it seems like the BJP has managed to make its mark with the TMC trailing. That's what the initial numbers are, but these elections can be more interesting and they can turn more than a normal T20 match. Dharamjot, I'll come quickly back to you. Kolkata, you're reporting from there, and Kolkata was Firhad Hakim, Mamta's right-hand man, and Rakesh Singh going up against it. Kolkata is, of course, seen as a pivotal seat. It is, and it went up for polls in the second phase. Give us more on what you've been picking up. You were here during the campaigning. You're here now again during now the counting day is here. Give us more on what you've picked up.
Well, Kolkata is a bit of a mixed bag, Shivan. You have different kinds of people living in the city, and which also explains the different kind of issues that everyone has been talking about. It's also one of the constituencies of this particular assembly election that has been looking at a wave of anti-incumbency, if I may say so myself. In all the conversations that I've had with people living in the capital, they are looking for change, paribartan as they call it here in the local language, and they want to see a bit of a change in the electoral electoral mandate. They want to see what a different party can do for the state of West Bengal, and for them in particular, especially the youngsters who are looking for more job opportunities and for more industry and for a different landscape altogether in terms of how the state develops. But again, that's how Kolkata seems to have voted. Whether or not that's true, we'll find out shortly. But Kolkata has a very different outlook in terms of how the other parts of West Bengal function, Shivan. We're looking at border districts, Murshidabad or Malda, for example. The issues there, the identity politics there, the kind of undercurrent in those areas is very different from what you see here in Kolkata. So at the end of the day, it depends on which issue, which particular part of the state has had a heavier hand or an upper hand in this entire election, and how that really pans out for either the BJP or the TMC. That's going to be a big thing to look at. Before we move on very quickly, there's an official constituency trend coming on the Election Commission website. We have the BJP that is leading from Jhargram. It's the constituency where we saw the Prime Minister also participate in several election rallies. We have Lakshmikant Usav of the BJP who is leading, and Mongal Saren of the TMC who is currently trailing from this seat. So that's one of the few numbers that has come out in terms of what the trends look like so far. The gap, however, is very less. We're just looking at under 1,000 votes of difference, and that is something that could be made up very easily in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, just a couple of hours before we actually get some concrete results. But let's also tell our viewers how the first Election Commission of India numbers have come in as far as West Bengal is concerned. It has BJP leading on one seat at the moment. Remember, this is a total of 294, but 293 seats will be counted today. The Falta constituency will have a repolling on the 21st of May. That result will come out on the 24th. But the BJP leading in West Bengal. Tamil Nadu, you've got CPI winning 1 and the TVK, Vijay's TVK winning 1 as well. Kerala has the Congress at 3 and CPI at 1. And Assam has BJP leading on 1 seat. These are the official ECI numbers that have come in at the moment. Remember, they will trickle in. These are the most concrete numbers that you will get right from the Election Commission of India as far as the counting is concerned. Let me quickly go across to Mr. R.K. Upadhyay, who continues to be with our senior journalist